Fermented Nerds, we are back for another beer review, and today we are trying from 88 Brewing in Calgary, their Duotang dry hop sour, tall can, 473 milliliter, 5% alcohol, negligible IBUs. And you're what? Negligible IBUs? How's that possible? It's dry hopped. Well, friends, I did a quick Google to make sure I was right. It cleared it up for me. Dry hopped means they add the hops in. They still add hops, but they add it during secondary, so either fermentation or conditioning of beer. They don't add it in when they're boiling it, because boiling is what brings out the bitterness. So you're going to see, like West Coast IPAs especially, most normal IPAs will be bringing they'll have the hopping at the beginning, and they'll dry hop later, because when you dry hop, when you bring it into secondary, it brings out all the yummy, yummy flavors from the hops. What does that mean? That means when you're tasting guava or blood orange or pith or this or that, it's usually almost always from the hops. So wide variety, American hops, lots of different American hops, New Zealand and Australia, blah, 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 blah. I'd like to get together with somebody. Maybe we'll do a little hop video and explain some of them. There's actually a few hop farms around here that I'm hoping to visit when things clear up and they're starting to sprout and stuff. And I even have some hops growing on my back fence, which is wild. Apparently they're from the Pilsner brewery that used to be here in lovely Lethbridge, Alberta. Anyways, 88's Duotang dry hop sour. Ooh, let's give that a whirl. Into the glass it goes. Oh, there's a lot of carbonation in this bad boy. Ooh. All right. There you go. Golden clear. But on this one, there's 3 fingers. Maybe there's not supposed to. But if you look at it, lots and lots of carbonation, which means it's going to hit the mouth and just swish all over the place, which should be kind of fun. Give it a lot of taste. Still surviving. All right. So what else does it say on here as I let this sit for a minute? Gas off. 88 Brewing, 88 Brewing.ca, at 88 Brew Co, Calgary, Alberta, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's not sour. All right. 88's known for their really colorful cans, and they make all kinds of wacky beers. They really reach out for the style they're going for, or do just like wild styles like their Tiffany Rosé Saison. You may have seen this if you watched the Andrew Hilton Wednesday beer show at Andrew Hilton Brewing here in Lethbridge. They usually sample 4 beers. One week they did 4 weird beers. They did the Taco IPA that I featured before from Snake Lake, and they had 88's Rosé Saison, which is really wild. It's like this wild, funky. You'd think it was done in like white wine barrels. It's really dry. It's an interesting beer. Okay, so the foams all went away. Interesting. Carbonations mostly went away. Let's give this a smell. Well, it's definitely dry, if you can smell dry. When you smell dry, you make sense. Smell of white wine. Yeah, and kind of like fruit of some sort that I can't really pick out. A little bit of, normal sour funk. Yeah, I can't really pick out what kind of fruit we got in there. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes your nose stuffed up. You had a coffee for breakfast. You kind of can mask that, so. Yeah, so some kind of like, stone fruit pith kind of thing coming through. Lots of funk. All right, so let's give it a whirl. Yeah, you can see. So the initial pour was fairly foamy, so that means it might have been sitting for a while. That's fine. I'm sure it's just great. Let's see what it says on the bottom of the can. Package on 19th of May. Yeah, so it's been a little while. So that would explain why it foamed up so much. Okay, into the glass we go. Cheers. Dry. Very dry. It does almost have that weird white wine quality. So like grape skin. Yeah, like grape skin, stone fruit, like pith. Pith from a peach. If you ever licked one or taste one, like when you get inside a peach or a plum, that inner rind. That's kind of that's the flavor of it. Still fairly effervescent when it hits the old palate, that's for sure. Yeah, so quite fruity. Again, it's sour. It's not sour. It's very tart. Dry as heck. Again, mostly dominated by like stone fruit, grape kind of dryness, wine dryness. The back end has some like minerality, if that makes sense. Some as people who will be watching this that have said this before, like the back end kind of tastes like a wet sidewalk smells, if that makes any sense. This weird, this flintiness in the back, which is, believe it or not, an actual flavor profile of some hops. So I don't know what hops are in this. If you know, please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. It's interesting. Normally sours are sour, so this definitely adds some other elements. It does add a interesting sweetness in it that you don't get from a normal type of sour. So all in all, pretty good. Check out our ratings. If you go to @FermentedNerds on Twitter, Dave, Kyle, and we definitely send all our Untapped check-ins onto that. So I'll be untapping this as I give this more thinking. Then you can follow us on Untapped. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, @FermentedNerds. Of course, you can see us here on YouTube. Please comment below about what you thought of this video and what you think of our other videos and any beers you'd like to see us try. Give us a big thumbs up. Hit the bell to subscribe. The more thumbs up helps the algorithm, helps us get more noticed. More notices, more views. We're working on fixing some of this video equipment and stuff. Not that it's bad, but we want to get a bit higher quality. Working on graphics. Again, we're fairly amateurs at this. We've never done YouTube or anything like that before. As well, if you're into gaming and whatnot, check out the other half of Fermented Nerds. We post that every so often. Lots of pictures on all our social medias and all that. Got some ideas jumbling around, as I'm sure every YouTube show says. So check in for that. Cheers, everybody. Let's finish this off. Duotang again by 88 Brewing in Calgary, Alberta. Funky can art. Tart beer that's not sour. Wide range of beer. Pretty funky little brewery with some really good pizza. Alright, so I am Wally, if I didn't mention this. We are the Fermented Nerds, and I'm out.